Now time to tank the opening.
Absolutely. Welcome to Pop Culture Roulette for all your pop culture needs. We're America's podcast. All right, welcome everybody. I'm joined by Shirley Super Depressed Justin.
We talk about generally or just more specifically?
More specifically,
Yeah.
and well, probably also down in the dumps, Jeremy.
Yo.
It's always hard to record right after a loss, but we're going to try to get the energy back up and going. I'm coming to
Uh,
you from a super secret location, aka my parents' house.
Down in K-Town.
I am watching my parents' house for the time being because they're out of town and somebody has to be here for the dog.
Oh. Do we get to see said dog? Is it going to make an appearance?
No, she's probably sleeping on the couch
Hmm.
because she is not as full of energy as my dogs are. So they do not, she does not really have to be so much sequestered in another room.
Nice.
So anyway, how was everybody's Christmas?
Christmas was good. We went by her family Christmas Eve and my family Christmas, so it was good to have them on split days. Got a couple cool gifts with a couple of different cryptozoology books, so I can read up on my cryptids.
All right.
I got a go-kart attachment for my hoverboard because I'm too old to stand on it now. I got to sit on it because last time I fell didn't end well and didn't realize how fast or how to control it. And the first thing I did was a burnout in my kitchen, and I left tire treads in my kitchen floor.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, good. You, Jeremy?
Was wonderful. Out in the spirit.
All right. I as well have to split time between my in-laws and my family. It's the joy of having everybody now living in the same state. It is makes makes the holidays more interesting and more fun because you get to figure out how to split time with everybody.
Did you have to do it on the same day, or did you at least get other
We
opposite days?
opposite days with Christmas Eve with her family, Christmas Day with my family. So I mean, it's nice because you get a lot of meals. You do get to spend time with family, and like now that my parents don't live in the DC area, I get to actually see them for Christmas, which for a good decade or more I didn't. So I guess that in those respects it is nice. It's just a little more hectic than it had been for the last 10 plus years.
Yeah, trying to plan everybody out.
Yeah. So I mean it's got the pros and cons, much like everything. But so I don't know why we didn't do this last year, but I had wrote all these random weird things, and we didn't do it last year, and for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. So I've got a bunch of
It's
random weird traditions. Weird for us anyway. Those of you who are listening outside of this country are probably going to be offended by me calling your traditions weird, but that is what it is. So
I mean, we have a lot of traditions in this country that we call weird as well.
yeah,
So
that is true. So, but these are going to be some of the more strange to at least us, uneducated Americans, traditions that they've had. We've maybe talked about some of this, but we're gonna go over some of the ones that I highlighted here. We're gonna talk about something that, well, is going to be near and dear to your hearts. It's going to be a throwback to a really old school episode of Pop Culture Roulette that, well, you'll never find again because we didn't put that one back on the internet. Um, this is the Pooper
Yep.
or
uh,
El Coggi. I'm really bad at pronouncing foreign languages. El Kanye, El
You're you're not very
Kanye,
Kanye.
you're not very good at pronouncing our language either.
uh,
El Kanye
Kagani,
West.
Kangani. It's a Spanish tradition.
Ah,
It's a small statue or a figure bent
figure.
down, pooping, and he's hiding in the nativity scene. Now it brings back the tradition of shitting over the overpass because that's kind of the basically the the
Ah, yes.
the imagine that you've got the character, so he's bent over like he's sitting, but he's shitting a small coiled pile, and his ass is exposed. Um, they've made these figures of nuns, devils, Santa, celebrities, athletes, historical figures, politicians, royalty. Really, anybody can become one of these
Poop
poopers.
poopers. I feel like I should get you guys that for Christmas next year.
It
A
is
little Jeremy Pooper sitting on his desk.
Hmm.
it's believed to have entered the tradition somewhere in the late 17th, early 18th century. It is said for to be good luck for the child to find the pooper somewhere in the nativity scene.
Oh, I don't know how that's good luck.
Yeah, I don't. If I come across a guy just pooping, I'm not like, wow, that's real good luck
Uh,
for me.
all right, my luck's gonna turn around. You're having a bad day, you just start opening stalls at work. Come on, good luck.
I didn't find anyone in here. All right, next bathroom.
Yeah, that's bizarre. I don't understand why that's good luck.
Yeah, this is the problem with having written all this stuff a year ago and not having bothered to review my notes. I don't remember.
Oh, nice.
I think we've talked about this one. Kentucky Fried Christmas. In
Mm.
Japan, KFC is so popular that the week of Christmas is the most profitable week of the year for KFC. It is a tradition to have a sit down Christmas meal of chicken and Christmas cake. In 1974, to get a foothold in a new market, they started Kentucky for Christmas campaign, where they sold special party barrels and plates that they're so popular now. They pulled in roughly $63 million between December 20th and December 25th in 2018.
Damn.
They make about a third of their profit. If memory serves, from what I heard just recently, they make about a third of their money on the year in 1 week.
And that's just in Japan, not here.
That's just in Japan. They don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
Japan.
gonna say here they're gonna make a lot of money all year.
Yeah. Well, they sell like they have like special like commemorative plates that like you collect like for the KFC meal, but they also sell like special like buckets. Like you have to get on like waiting list or call ahead, like reserve, like getting like it's just like
It,
it is beyond insane. Like I can't imagine like if I pull up to a KFC and there's a line, I'm going somewhere else.
yeah, I was gonna say they don't really do any holiday stuff here, do they? KFC.
I mean, I remember a couple years ago they had like the special but like not a special bucket, like they would just put like Colonel Sanders wearing like a Santa hat on the bucket,
Yeah.
but like it wasn't like a bucket that I'd be like I'm gonna keep this. Like
I
it
think
was.
they should do stuff like that. I mean, if Dunkin' gives out those spooky buckets with Munchkin donuts, why can't KFC do something?
I mean, they figured out how to make Japan fall for it. I can't figure it would be too difficult to make the American. The only thing is that like KFC would not be open on Christmas Day for the American audience. So maybe KFC's like, we already make enough money throughout the rest of the year. We're not going to torture our employees by making them be here for Christmas Day.
Well, not even just Christmas, maybe like the week of, you can go get like a special KFC bucket or something.
That is true. I mean, we do go out of our way to go to McDonald's to get the boo buckets.
Yeah. And Dunkin' to get the spooky buckets, the Munchkin buckets. I
Yeah.
mean,
And
come
who
on,
does
KFC.
and who doesn't like a good KFC?
Yeah. I mean,
Get your head out your ass, KFC.
yeah, you're not gonna take over Halloween from the other fast foods. You go get Christmas.
That is true. And nobody like McDonald's used to do a lot of Christmas stuff. They would have like the special like Christmas sauces.
Yeah.
And like they'd have the special like McDonald's Christmas like commercials and like but they don't even really do that anymore. They kind of ignore Christmas. In fact, fast food in general does. So maybe it's time for KFC to like try to get the more,
Someone take over the Christmas hold.
yeah, because nobody else does. So
Yeah. We'll have to send a letter or something.
maybe Culver should try it and really just take, like get a bigger
Oh,
hold.
they got the
Culver's
right color scheme.
that well, and their whole thing is like we're here. When you're here, you're family, or whatever it is.
That's Olive
That's Olive
Garden.
Garden.
Oh, it's all. What is Culver? They're always saying something about family in their commercials.
Why they say welcome to delicious. I don't know what to say about family.
They're pushing the whole family angle in these commercials recently. I
Hmm.
try to tune out as soon as commercials start, but
Yeah.
uh, all right. Now we're gonna go to Norway. We're just gonna skip all over the map. There's no rhyme, no reason. We're gonna go from Japan to Norway, where around Christmas time you have to hide the brooms and the maps on Christmas Eve, which has something to do with the arrival of witches and keeping them from stealing them.
Stealing your brooms or stealing your maps.
Both.
Okay.
All right.
Because I see now, I feel like this might be a tradition that we as a podcast can get behind because it brings a little bit more of the spooky element into Christmas, which we have a little bit with the Christmas Carol, but not a lot. Well, and we got Krampus, but now we also got witches that are trying to steal maps for some reason. I guess the brooms so they don't fly away, or I don't know. But
So they're gonna take your broom and your map so they know where they're going.
and you got to hide them so that they don't steal them
Where do you think is a good spot to hide a broom? And I wouldn't say put it in the closet because everyone's gonna look there. Where would you hide a broom?
in between the bed mattress and the box spring.
That's good. I was thinking under the couch cushions, but then I feel like you might break your broom.
That yeah, I feel like there's a less chance of breaking the broom and or yourself if you hide the broom under the mattress. Under the
Yeah,
bed's too easy. Like that's an easy place to look.
right.
Yeah.
That's a good spot. What if you could hide it in the Christmas tree?
Or there you go.
You get one of those green handled brooms, you just stick that thing in the Christmas tree, have the top sticking out like a star.
Stick it in the Christmas tree, put some ornaments on it,
Yeah.
maybe throw a little tinsel over it.
Decorate it like a sad tree. It's not a broom, it's a tree.
And I don't know how much you got to worry about maps anymore because I mean, who uses it? When's the last time you've even seen a map? Not like not on your phone or on the computer. Like when's the last time you've pulled out a paper map?
For the troll
Oof.
hunt.
Oh, right.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe at Anakista when I was down there.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. All right.
That's
Yeah, because
about it. That's it. I don't even think they teach that in school anymore. Map reading or geography, stuff like that.
that's unfortunate. I used to have to know how to well when I was in Boy Scouts, I had to learn how to use a compass and like map and do that kind of stuff. So that knowledge is somewhere up here, but
All right. So if we ever need someone to read a map, we know who to call.
I've got those skills. It might take a few seconds, but they're up there somewhere.
Yeah, nothing better than having some useless skills and knowledge that aren't going to help you in any rhyme or reason.
Well, now that I'm getting close to 50, it is there's a lot of useless skills I have.
Map reading, does that
Map
rank?
map
And
reading,
is that a top five useless skill, you think?
knowing how to drive a stick shift car.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that
On
knowing
today's episode of Pop Culture Roulette, we go over Nicholas's useless skills.
I mean I probably know how to program a VCR.
Oh yeah.
Not I'm sure I've got a VCR in the basement somewhere, but
Oh, I might too.
all right. Now we're gonna go a little bit down from Norway. We're gonna go to Italy. We're gonna stick with the witch, but in Italy, the Christmas witch is called La Befana.
Hmm.
The legend has it that she put up the three wise men on the way to see baby Jesus. Um, Known for having the nicest home and being the best housekeeper in the village, the wise men asked her to join, but she declined because she had too much homework or housework. I'm sorry, not homework. It's two different things there. Later, she changed her mind and set out to join them, but was unable to find them. So she still searches to this day, handing out toys and candy and fruit to the good kids, and coal and onions and garlic to the bad.
Hmm.
I mean, at
Um,
least she's got your back on vampires.
right. Also, she shows up again on January 6th for a holiday called the Epiphany, which is more of a Catholic thing. And as I'm not a Catholic, I cannot speak to that one very much. Um, some versions of La Befana, she's very much like the classic like Halloween witch with the crooked nose and the warts and the crazy hair. And other ones,
She sounds
is
more like Glinda the Good Witch.
she looks more like Linda the Good Witch. Like it's a mix, you know. But yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden, like, I mean, all right, she's handing out toys, and so basically she's like Santa Claus. The good kids get toys and candy, where Santa Claus hands out coal. For some reason, she's like, "Here's some onion and garlic."
Yeah, go make a soup. So if you're planning on making like a pot roast and you're like, God, this needs onion and garlic, I'm just gonna do something bad.
Yeah, just go like punch a neighbor in the face, and then La Befana's gonna just show up and
Yeah.
help you
Do, do
finish your soup.
you have a sweet onion? I don't like these white onions. It's an interesting, like the witch tried to join the wise men.
Yeah,
Doesn't she have like some kind of powers to find them?
apparently not. And I don't know why the woman who was like just really good at keeping her house clean and like immaculate was labeled a witch. Like
Yeah.
so she's good at housework. She's good at keeping her house clean. Wow, must be a witch. I feel like back then,
And if
like,
your house is too clean, how do you have housework to not join them?
yeah, I don't.
Sounds like she just had some serious OCD.
It might have been. It might have been, and that's what apparently doomed her to eternity of just roaming the planet looking for wise men.
Not going to find three wise men on this podcast.
Yeah, that is true. All right. The Ukraine, again, sticking more with traditions that would probably be best fit for this podcast. Christmas trees are decorated with fake spiders and webs.
Nice.
Nice. It's a good one.
Um,
I mean, I
it's
got
uh,
Krampus on my Christmas tree.
it's said to bring good luck. It stems from an old wives' tale of an old woman that was so poor that she couldn't decorate her tree.
Uh-huh.
When she woke up on Christmas morning, a spider had done it for her. The spider had taken pity on the lady and decorated the tree for her, kind of
Was
like
this
a
was the
Charlotte's
spider
Web.
named Charlotte? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Interesting.
I don't
Um,
need your pity, you stupid spider. I'll destroy you. That's what
yeah,
I would have said to it.
Oh, that is true. I forgot one of the
Jeremy
three of
would have just moved out.
them.
Yeah, if you can keep your fucking tree, I don't care.
Spider comes down, decorates his tree, and he's all like, ah, and burns the house down.
Pretty much.
Was it a?
Uh,
I'm trying to think. Would that be like a green tree then, or did she have like a dead Charlie Brown looking tree?
you know, I'm going to assume that if she was so poor that she couldn't afford to decorate her tree, she probably didn't have the best tree. So
Probably
it's
just a stick she found in
yeah,
the yard.
probably a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
some
I
kind of random stick that fell. She picked it up. This isn't a good enough tree.
on a completely different note that has nothing to do with anything that we were just talking about, but we talked about spiders. I heard a ridiculous joke today. Why do they call it arachnophobia? I don't care if two spiders get married.
Jeremy, how do you feel about spider marriages?
That's fine.
All
But
right.
but you won't rent them
Just
space.
don't invite me to the wedding.
There's no
Yeah.
space in this inn for you spiders.
All right. Heading around the corner from the Ukraine, we're going to walk over to Slovakia, where they have a tradition of pudding throwing, where at Christmas dinner, the senior most member of the family throws pudding at the ceiling, and the
What the?
amount that sticks is the amount of good luck for the year.
So is it like a pudding cup? Is it a spoon is pudding?
Again, I wrote this a year ago and I failed to take the time to really research again why I wrote all this nonsense down. But I
Hmm.
can't think like, how is it good luck to have the old guy or girl, the old person in the family, take pudding and throw it at your ceiling? Like that seems like a mess. Like, oh,
Yeah.
now I gotta clean the ceiling and
Yeah.
the floor because the pudding falls down.
All right. Top three chucking puddings.
Oh,
What do you think of the top three puddings would be?
like for sticking.
First, thrown at the ceiling.
Well, you got to go with a thicker.
See,
Well,
I
no,
was thinking like a tapioca, but that's got that weight to it.
yeah, you don't want to go too thick because then it won't stick or it won't stay up there.
Yeah, kind of weighty.
I'm thinking just like a chocolate pudding might be like a.
I was thinking like a butterscotch.
Ooh, all right. I mean, I do like a good tapioca pudding. I'm
Who
not gonna.
doesn't? Jeremy, tapioca pudding, not a fan.
I don't really know what it tastes like, to be honest.
Was always told that that was fish eye pudding is tapioca
I
Fish
mean,
eye?
that's not
or
what's in there,
or
but I mean,
fish. They either said it was fish eye or fish egg pudding,
Fish jizz?
but it's good pudding.
yeah,
I've never had it. I don't think I've had it.
Well,
a
looks like
butterscotch.
we're bringing you some tapioca pudding and some cottage cheese and fruit.
Ooh, yeah, can't wait.
Plus it's all you don't have to chew any of it.
I think the Jello pudding cup puddings might be like if you take a good spoon of that, flick it up to the ceiling. I think that's gonna have your good consistency
Ah,
to stick.
somewhere on the internet there's a what is that ASMR? Is that what it's called? A video of people just slapping pudding on the ceiling.
Yeah,
Uh,
And
definitely.
that noise of just
That's out there for sure.
it's
I,
guaranteed.
I would probably pick the pudding that they used to give us at school, whatever the shit that was. They came in
that
like industrial
that giant metal
fucking,
canned pudding.
yeah. That shit would stick pretty good, I bet.
Yeah, it stuck to the spoon real well. The spoon would probably
Yeah.
be at the ceiling too.
Yeah, yeah. And then and then mom's got to get the ladder out to and the scrub the ceiling.
Yeah, clean the ceiling, woman.
All right.
Anyway,
Oh, here's another fun one that I get to pronounce. We're gonna go from Slovakia over to Greece. Kalikantazaros.
What?
Yeah,
wow.
I could be way off on that
Mhm.
one. It starts with a K, but I'm gonna pronounce it Kali Kantazaros. Evil goblin.
Well, I have to just ask Giannis how to pronounce this.
All right. Uh, the evil goblin is known to cause mischief, intimidate people, urinate in their flower beds, spoil food, tip things over, and break their furniture.
So it's a cat.
Yes. They hate Christmas because of Christianity. Um, you can keep them out by keeping a fire going as they are afraid of light, or put a colander on your stoop as they cannot count past three and they can't help themselves but to count. And of course, they can't count past three because of the Trinity.
What does that have to do with a colander, though?
They're going to try to
Because
count all the holes in it.
they have to stop and
Oh,
count all the holes and they can't count past three, so they keep getting lost. Or you put a big cross on your door, and then they're just like, ah, yeah.
I think I would put a colander on my stoop before I put a giant cross on my door.
Well, they don't. They're not a fan. Not a fan. And apparently colanders because it got more than three holes. As long as you have a decent colander and you're not like you don't have a stupid colander that only has three holes in it, you keep them away from coming into your house and peeing on your flower beds.
Those damn three-hole colanders.
hmm.
I'm pretty sure if a colander, it would either take forever to drain, or the holes have to be so large your food goes right through it. You're not
Yeah.
stopping that macaroni.
No, I mean if the holes are as big as the macaroni, yeah.
Wow.
I feel like the three hole colander is very popular and I was gonna make
Four.
a
They got four-hole colanders.
I was gonna make a Polish joke, but yeah, I think we're not allowed to do those anymore. So
Why? What happens if we have Polish people on the
Yeah.
podcast?
well, I mean, you wouldn't understand it, but
Ooh.
all right. Um, now we're gonna go to Iceland. and we're going to talk about the Yule Lads.
Sounds like a
is that
boy
the
band.
dancing? Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the dancing group?
No, there's
Direct competition to the Lord of the Dance, the Yule Lads.
these are the 12 helpers of Santa. Santa has in Iceland has 12 helpers. You leave shoes by the windows. If you're good, they give you presents. If you're bad, they give you rotten potatoes.
In your shoes?
Yes. So starting on December 12th, because you got the 12 days and then the 25th Santa comes. The first day, and if you thought I was bad with some of the other words, these Icelandic language, oh, ooh, um, Stekkenjaster, Stekkenjaster, sheep cut club. I can't even do English. You're right. Sheep coat clod. Oh yeah, okay, that's how I did it. I've got their Icelandic names and then the
English
English
translations.
translation. So
I got you with words.
Stekjastur, sheep caught cloud. He harasses sheep, steals milk, and has stiff peg legs.
Oh, it's Seamus from from Family Guy.
Giljagger or Gullygawk hides in gullies waiting for an opportunity to steal cow milk.
What's exactly considered a gully? Is that like a ditch?
I think so.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
go with it.
Stuffer or Stubby steals pans with crumbs to eat the leftovers. Also is very short, hence why they call him Stubby. Not even going to figure out how to pronounce this one. He's just called Spoon Licker. He steals your spoons to lick them as he is malnourished.
All right. Is that like when people go to restaurants and steal soup spoons?
Yes.
Oh,
Potus
dang it.
Khalifi, the pot scraper, also likes to steal leftovers from pots. There's a
They seem like they just need some food in that
right
country.
or better cleaning, one of the two. Uh, Oscar Leaker, the bowl licker, hides under beds to steal leftovers from bowls. Again, see, there's a real trend here.
Yeah, do your damn dishes.
Yeah, I'm going to skip pronouncing this one. He's called the door slammer. He will slam any open doors as he likes to do it. So, like if you leave
Oh,
your doors open,
he will have a field day here.
if you leave your doors open, he's just going to come around and start slamming them.
Does that include cabinet doors?
Any doors, loves it.
That guy's gonna have a field day over here. Can't get anyone to close a cabinet door.
The Skyer Gronier or the Skyer Gobbler. Skyer is a type of yogurt, and he will steal any that he finds. Doesn't have to be leftover. He finds it in your house. He's stealing your yogurt.
All right,
Okay.
you can
Um,
have it.
oh, Bo Young Nutcocker,
Not,
the sausage swiper
whoa.
steals all the sausages from your house.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, this is a fun one. Glagogongir, the window peeper, likes to look through windows looking for near easily stealable stuff. So he's a little peeper, likes to look through your windows.
that's man. I have some stuff by some windows.
Yeah, well, this guy likes to look through them, and if he can steal it, he will.
I don't think he's gonna be able to take some of this out the window.
The Gadapoffer, the doorway sniffer, uses his large nose to sniff for baked goods, specifically leaf bread, which is a thin wafer-like flatbread. Loves to steal bread
Oh,
Nice.
with his giant schnoz.
with his giant schnoz. Uh, Ket Crocker, the meat hook, uses a meat hook to steal meat.
Oh,
Apparently, there's actually 13 Yule Lads. I don't know why I wrote that there was 12.
because you can't count past three. You just took a
I,
guess.
I get, but I did write 12 Yule Lads. No, I didn't. I just thought there were 12 Yule Lads. Apparently, there's a 13th one. Curtis Knocker, the candle stealer, will steal all of the children's candles.
Damn you, Curtis.
They travel with the Yule Cat, who travels the countryside looking for lazy kids. He enters their houses and eats their dinner before eating them. If you don't receive a gift of clothes, so the children on their best behavior receive clothing, and the good kids will then donate clothes to the less fortunate so they don't get eaten. So if you don't get clothes for Christmas, the
You're
Yule
a
cat,
terrible person.
yes, and the Yule cat will eat you.
I got clothes for Christmas.
I got a shirt
I
that
got a
has
shirt.
that says the dog father, and it has a picture of both of my dogs on it.
Hmm.
I got a shirt. I got a really nice gray button up.
So we're safe from the Yule cat then. Jeremy,
J-
are you safe from the Yule cat?
Mm,
You get clothes?
I don't think I got any clothes this
Oh
Oh,
year.
no, buddy.
oh
See
man,
ya.
the Yule cat's coming for you.
Yeah,
Um,
are you a lazy kid?
Fuck yeah.
I am a
Well,
lazy.
not so much.
I'm a lazy kid, but I got clothes, so I guess I'm good.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like weird kind of like non-standard family traditions?
What about the holiday, the Christmas pickle?
I learned about that last year, and like so they love to tell you the story that like it's a like an old German tradition. Yeah, it was definitely made up in America. That
Yeah.
was yeah. It's definitely a made up tradition. Much like apparently the elf on the shelf thing.
Snoop on the stoop.
I hate those fucking bastards.
The elf on the shelf or the Snoop
Yeah.
on the stoop.
No, Snoop's fine. Elf on the shelf,
Martha on the mantle.
they're
Is
getting,
is it because the elf on the shelf is out to get you and he's the NSA, he works for the NSA?
yeah, that's part of it. That's because bored housewives annoy the fuck out of me on Facebook with posts about it.
Ah,
That's why.
It's fair.
Like, oh,
I
look what he did this time. Like, fuck off, get a job.
they have a job. It's putting up
Yeah,
Facebook posts to annoy
that's
you.
it. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
No, we don't have too many. We do have the Christmas pickle in the house that goes on the tree. You don't get anything for finding it, but we do have one. But otherwise, I don't think we have any actual traditions that we do.
We have
Growing
a,
up,
oh, go ahead.
growing up, the only tradition that we had, and I wouldn't consider it weird, was that like for Christmas Eve, like we would go to the candlelight service at the church, come home, and we would watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original like
The,
1961,
the good one.
the good one. Have a glass of eggnog and then go to bed. Like that was what we did for Christmas Eve. Like that's
I do buy a thing of eggnog every year. I guess that might count. Jeremy, eggnog, yay or nay?
I like eggnog.
Nice.
We do Christmas tacos on Christmas Eve.
okay. That's a tradition
Yeah,
I can get behind.
Yeah, I can start coming over on Christmas Eve for tacos.
sure.
Nice.
And we do the pickle. But last one to like we have multiple pickles, except we leave one out. So like there's just enough for like almost everyone. And the last one to whoever's out, you don't want to know what happens to those pickles.
I mean, I kind of do.
Yeah. It's just
Well,
like a
or
Clerks 2 thing.
exactly. Yeah. Horrible
Ooh.
things. Yeah.
This happens within the family, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right then.
Yeah.
You guys are a little closer than most families in.
Well, we really like we take after a lot of those foreign traditions. Like I like the shitter, the whatever sniffer, pickle sniffer.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And the weird thing is they're all glass ornament pickles. So like you really have
Oh,
to watch your steps, be
You gotta be
gentle.
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ah,
Do not clench.
I hate not finding the pickle. Sucks.
that's a rough way to go
Uh,
at the Jordan household.
Yeah. Really.
oh,
All right. Well,
interesting.
I mean that was just. I mean, I know we're Christmas was over a couple days ago, but we're still basking in the glow of Christmas. It's still
No, we're
in
not.
No.
Adios, holiday.
it's still in that week between Christmas and New Year's that you get to still kind of pretend like it's Christmas a little bit.
I'm ready to take everything down already.
Then next week.
I think retail might have killed my Christmas spirit,
You know
my
what?
holiday spirit.
The longer I've been at a Walmart, the more my Christmas spirit has come back.
Jeremy, same boat.
Yeah, it's fine. But now that it's over, it's like it's definitely gone. Like I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, now next week when we're talking, if we're next week when we do our episode, it'll be kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm done with this. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I was in Walmart yesterday and they already have the Valentine's Day stuff going up,
Yep. Day
uh,
after.
which I'm
Uh,
surprised they didn't start doing it before Christmas.
Yeah. The only thing I do like doing is going in and getting like the 50 or 75% off wrapping paper because then I can use that next year. But otherwise, like even now they put the candy down to 25%. It doesn't go half price.
So they're not even doing what are they going to do with all that candy? It's not like they're just going to like
It
throw it in storage for the year.
it goes 25% for like a week or two, and then it'll go down to 50.
Should have
Right.
But
waited.
yeah, they get you. Everyone lines up to get in there when the doors open, and it's like it's only 25% off.
Man, that used to be the whole like why you get up early the day after Christmas was to go get everything 50 to 75% off.
Yeah, it's the same with every holiday now. The candy's just 25 after the day after, not 50.
So too many people were buying all the candy, so now they're like,
Uh,
aha, we'll oh
the,
well.
yeah, all the decor is 50, all the candy is 25.
All right, well, we haven't recorded in a couple weeks, so surely in the last couple weeks somebody's watched something worth talking about.
You would think so. I watched Terrifier 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
It is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
If you didn't like the first or the second one, you're not going to like the third one.
Mhm.
Well, since I didn't like the first one and I've basically refused to watch the second one,
It's it felt like a slow watch to me.
okay.
I don't remember how long it is, 2 hours, maybe. I'd have to look. But like the first half hour, you're just kind of like waiting. You're like, is something gonna happen? Like they're jumping around. Is there really a plot to this movie? It takes a little bit to get through. And I don't know what else I watched. I watched some football, some college football. I don't think I watched any other movies off the top of my head I can think of. Squid Games, I've seen a bit of here and there. So it's called Squid Games.
I have not watched Squid Games. I still haven't watched the first season of Squid Games yet.
I'm catching it here and there when I walk into a room.
Okay.
It
I'll watch it.
seems okay.
I'll watch it one of these days. Did we talk about Creature Commandos last time we recorded?
I watched the first episode of that. Yes,
Eh,
because you brought it up, and I
Okay.
said I was gonna check it out, and I watched the first episode, and that's as far as I got because I suck at doing things.
Well, that's I mean, it's not I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've caught up with all the episodes. It's really good. I think it's going to be a fun jumping off point for the new DC universe. It's made me pretty excited. That
You
James
say you're excited for the DC?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
That Superman trailer that
Make
came out,
make a note of that.
that Superman trailer that came out this week. It I'm was legitimately like excited now. Like I'm looking forward to a Superman movie for the first time in a long time.
Wow. Make a note of it.
I mean, I thought like the when they first casted David Cornsweet because I didn't know who he was, I was kind of a little on the fence about it. But now that I've seen him in the Superman costume, Um, seeing that they brought the bright colors back, seeing Nicholas Holt actually either shaved his head or at least put the bald mask on for Lex Luthor,
Bald
uh,
mask.
bald cap mask, whatever
I
you
say,
want.
would a mask just cover up our beards? It'd be
Maybe
real hard to cover up our beards.
that would be Crypto, uh, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, so like not the same Green Lantern that we're used to seeing of Hal Jordan. Metamorpho, like I mean, I don't know. Did either of you watch the Superman trailer?
Hmm.
No.
I,
You
I
did,
mean,
Jeremy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like it was just immediately like I'm in. Like I want this. It got me excited for DC.
That's surprising. Normally, you're only excited for DC when you're going to see your parents.
Hmm.
Well, they don't live in DC anymore, so.
That's why I said normally.
But yeah, I feel like James Gunn might be saving the DC universe.
I thought about rewatching the Arrowverse because I found a list in order to watch them of all the stuff, but that seems like a big commitment.
It is a big
And
commitment.
I barely committed to being on here for an hour a week. I'm just kidding. Most times I look forward to it.
But Jeremy, did you watch anything?
After this loss, I was not looking forward to it.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I watched Indiana Jones Adventure.
Oh, the Young Indiana Jones Adventures?
No, the video game.
Oh, yeah, I keep meaning to play that. I just haven't taken the time to do it yet.
It's better than the last two movies.
Well, that's good. I didn't hate the last movie. The other one before, the one with the Crystal Skull was not very good.
No. Did we see that in theaters, all of us?
No.
I know I saw it in theaters.
I mean, I saw it in theaters too, but not with you guys.
I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. That's a
How's
lot of
that?
fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's not on sale.
Graphics are good too. Yeah. Yeah, I picked it up when it was on sale because I was like, you know what? I want something to play. So I finally uninstalled Call of Duty. I was like, I'm done. You're not taking up the 100 and whatever gigs anymore. It was like 168 or something like that.
It's ridiculous.
Could be wrong. Could be more, but I was like, gone, done.
Good choice. Good choice.
Stuck a fork in it. Yeah.
All right then. Jeremy, I did listen to the Media Pod Smash Christmas special.
Nice, thanks.
It's always fun time hearing your friends hang out and play games. I always scream the answers out and go, "This is why I don't get invited." I did appreciate you getting rid of my copy of Annihilation because I don't want that back.
Yeah, figured you wouldn't want that anymore.
No, I didn't want that back, so glad you pawned that off on somebody.
Yeah.
But so recommend going and checking that out. Anything else anybody wants to promote, talk about?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then just remember, if you're so bad at clock management, you are probably going to get fired for being the second coach of the Bears in one season. Stupid never walks alone.
Oh.
Comic books have been around for almost a century, and in the last 2 decades, we've finally gotten to see many of these characters brought to life in movies and on TV. On the Moving Panels podcast, we discuss movies and TV shows based on, inspired by, and adapted from the world of comic books. Join me and my guests as we discuss both the good and the bad from Marvel, DC, and even some of the lesser-known comic book companies. Learn what is and isn't from the comics, as well as our nerdy review of the movie or show. New episodes drop every Monday, and you can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. So join us for Moving Panels, and I'll see you on the other side of the page.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and listen to an 80s Flick Flashback podcast once in a while, you could miss it. Do you love movies of a certain age? Do you miss the days of VHS tapes, VCRs, and the video rental stores? Does the thought of another 80s movie being remade seem inconceivable? My name is Tim Williams. I'm the creator and host of the 80s Flick Flashback podcast. On each episode, I'm joined by guest co-host to discuss one of the many movies released in the 1980s. We share our first-time watch memories, our favorite scenes, and even learn some behind-the-scenes stories about the cast and crew along the way. New episodes are released every other Friday on your favorite podcasting platform. So make like a tree, get out of here, and go listen to an excellent episode of the 80s Flick Flashback podcast. The ad is over. Go home. Go.